Right, so welcome back to another pick a card reading. I'm just shuffling the cards and we'll have a look at and see what the week's got in store for us all. So right now we're going through a bit of a new moon energy, so there'll be some more retrospective kind of influences there. The new moon is really a good time to go within and get really clear about what to create and what to manifest in the next cycle as the energy builds again towards the new moon. So welcome back. My name's Fran or Franziska, and I make these pick a card videos as well as other spiritual content. So as we look at the coming week, we've got a real mixed bag of energy, and being in a new moon phase, that's quite expected. New moons are a time when we go within, we also process and release things that no longer serve us. That's a part of the new moon energy. It's a great time to even kind of do a meditation or focus on what you want to release out of your life that you've outgrown, that no longer has space there. And then after that process, get clear on what you want to manifest in your next month and the next cycle of energy, because everything cycles, smaller cycles, bigger, daily, monthly, yearly, in different cycles people go through in their lives, like the first 28 years, and then we come to Saturn return in astrology. And every few years there's another cycle. It's quite fascinating. If you're into astrology, go and do some finding out about it. It's really quite interesting stuff. So yeah, as we look at the coming week, it looks pretty interesting. So if you haven't already, please pick row 1, 2 or 3 and we'll get going. So if you've picked row 1, we start the week with the Two of Swords, which is very much about pulling inwards, disengaging from anything outside that's stressful, that's pulling your strings, that's upsetting you or straining you or stressing you. Pull back, get your own perspective on it. There's a really, really strong message to do that. And that can even be on social media. It doesn't have to be in your actual life, because social media is sort of a bit of a battleground at the moment, especially Facebook, with people having a go at each other, censorship getting totally out of control, and most creators being really scared about what they can and can't say these days, and all of that stuff is pretty intense out there. So sometimes it's a good idea to actually just go, whoa, 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 step back, take some time for you, go within, go for a walk, sit by a stream, sit in your favorite corner in your room, light a candle, anything that makes you feel peaceful or reflective. Even have a bubble bath, whatever kind of makes you feel really good. Different people have different rituals for that, For me, it's often, lighting a candle and maybe some incense and just having a nice cup of herbal tea and just relaxing. So take some time for you. Take some time to get your own bearings and your own perspective, because all that stuff that's going on out there isn't who you are. It's just distractions, really. So yeah, very important at the beginning of the week to take that time. So midweek we've got the Magician, Wednesday and Thursday, which is saying you did well. You regenerated your energy at the beginning of the week. You kept some in store for yourself, you kept some back, and you're actually in a really powerful place to create. Now the Magician is a very strong creative energy. It's about manifestation, the law of attraction, all of that good, powerful, lovely stuff is really in tune with you Wednesday and Thursday. So it's a really good time to set your intention, for what you want to manifest. We're heading into a new cycle of energy, and even write it down. Having a notebook is lovely. I've got one. I'm not going to get it out now because I'll probably drop a whole lot of books, but yeah, I've got a lovely one that I like the design of, and I write my intentions and my focus and things like that in it, and it's quite nice to do that. So, but yeah, you're in a prime position to move forward, to take action, to believe in yourself, to have faith, to make things happen in your life. This is such a powerful creative energy. Use it. Yeah, it's there for you to use. It's there for you to utilize, to manifest, to create the life you want, whether that's in your love life, in your career, and where you live, how you live, any of that. Now is the time to get really, really crystal clear about where you're going with that. So by Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we've got the Ace of Wands, which is adventure, excitement. Get out there, blow out some cobwebs. Get out in nature, go for a walk. They can be so refreshing, so recharging. A bike ride, even a drive, anything that gets you outside and out there experiencing something new, something different. It's a powerful energy. There's a lot of fire and drive there. So if you've got something you really want to tackle over the weekend, it's a really good time to get stuck in and get it done, because you've got energy to spare. You're feeling good, you're feeling positive, you're feeling driven. But don't forget to have some fun. Fun is really important too. It rebalances us, it re-energizes us and recharges us mentally, because we tend to, you know, a lot of our time spent thinking about what we need to do, what we have to do, get done, blah, blah, blah. When we're having fun and just laughing and enjoying or experiencing, that switches off. That just takes a break, takes a rest. And that's why, yeah, having an adventure, having some fun, having a new experience is so refreshing to our being, because our thinking takes a rest, takes a break. It's almost as good as meditation. So yeah, do make time for some fun. It's a really, really awesome time for that. I'm just watching my pussycat. She's feeling quite a lot better at the moment, so I'm really pleased. She's actually out there with two pukeko, which is quite funny. They hang out together all the time. I love watching it. Okay, so that is it for row 1. So for row 2, we start the week with the Knight of Swords. Hang on, my sleeve is pushing all the cards around. So that's courage, confidence, drive. You've got loads of it. Use it. Really utilize it. Set your intent. Intent is such a powerful message this week. Really get clear on that. Our intent is so important, because that's what manifests. That's what helps us set our goals, our targets for manifestation. So get really clear on that, but it's a time to go for it. It's a time to really, really go for it. Whether you want a raise, a promotion, start a new business, move house, ask somebody out, take the next step in your relationship. Monday and Tuesday are the times for action. Really strong action, powerful energy. Use it. It's there for you to use, and yeah, make the most of it. So Wednesday and Thursday for you are the quieter time. We've got the Four of Swords, and that is saying take a break, take a rest. We all need that from time to time. None of us can keep going 24/7. So yeah, take some time for you. There's a little bit of healing going on. I feel it's subconscious healing. It might be just some beliefs that you're letting go of. There's something deep inside of you working itself through and healing and releasing. So when we're going through a time like that, we do need to take a bit of quiet time just to relax and let things burble through and work their way out, because if we're busy all the time, that just doesn't get a chance to happen. But it's not something you have to actively heal. It's just take some time for you, relax, things will work their way through you. You are releasing some stuff, you are letting things go from the past and moving forward. So yeah, bit of alone time, bit of quiet time, very, very important midweek. So Friday, Saturday and Sunday with the Six of Pentacles looks very social, but warm, beautiful, loving, social. Not chaotic social. This is sharing, caring, love, spending time with people you love, spending time with people you care about or who inspire you. And if you haven't got that in your life right now, go out and do something where you're going to meet people like that. You know, spend a day at doing a course, a workshop. Go somewhere, to a festival, to something that interests you. And yeah, if you're in a country where you can't do that, maybe try and connect with a community online that does that, you know, that allows you to connect with like-minded people, because that's what it's all about for the weekend. Like-minded souls, spending time with them, spending time caring, supporting each other and things like that. And it's very much mutual support. You will support people, but they will support you back. It's not a one-way street, this. It's about genuine, real people who don't just lean all over you. This is about people who, yeah, give back as well. So very nice time for sharing over the weekend and closeness, and just, yeah, feeling content with who you've got around you. So yeah, row 2 looks like a nice balanced week, actually. A bit of everything, bit of action, bit of peace, bit of rest and sharing and caring. So very, very nice. So row 3 is a little bit more challenging, but works out actually really, really great. It starts the week with the 3 of Swords, which is a bit tougher because it's pointing out sensitivities of yours where you're feeling sensitive or vulnerable. Nobody gets stabbed by that many swords. It's more saying your feelings are really heightened, you're feeling sensitive. There might be an area in your life where you're feeling vulnerable and not very strong right now. And that's okay. You're not here to be Wonder Woman or Superman. You're here to be you, to be real. And vulnerability in people can be the most beautiful thing. I know, to me personally, people who are real, who aren't afraid to be vulnerable, who are just themselves, to me they're beautiful, far more beautiful than people who pretend to be 100% all the time, you know. So give yourself some time to just process that and allow yourself to be sensitive. Sometimes we're just more sensitive than others, and this is a time where you're going to feel things strongly. The beautiful, the positive of all that sensitivity is that your intuition, your connection to your higher self, your inner guidance is dialed into the max. So listen to that. You've got some really strong dreams or visions or inner guidance coming through, some really strong messages that are going to come to you and help you to understand some of the sensitivity and maybe heal some of it, what's created that. Because quite often what makes us feel kind of vulnerable and sensitive is something, you know, where we've been hurt in the past, and you know, we're self-protecting so that that doesn't happen again. And that's okay too. It's all right to do that, but also it's okay not to let that run your life, and to be aware of it and maybe to let it go, because you're not who you used to be. You're wiser, you're smarter, you're stronger than you've ever been before in your life, so have faith in that. Okay, so Wednesday and Thursday we have got the 5 of Pentacles, which is kind of saying you're feeling a bit out on your own, maybe a little bit like that vulnerability continues a bit. It's like you feel like you haven't got the support you want right now. You haven't got the people around you right now that you want in your life to support you, the people that really, really get you and who you are and really understand where you're coming from. There's a bit of a feeling of they're just not getting it, you know. So allow that to just pass through you, okay? We all go through times like that. Nobody ever understands us perfectly. It's because our experience is ours, theirs is theirs, and they can only understand you based on their own knowledge and experience. And if they haven't had it or they haven't experienced what you've experienced, they just don't get it. They won't understand it. So try and focus on people who do get you. Try not to focus on trying to make people who don't get you understand you. It's a real waste of energy sometimes. I've had to learn that. Even with family, you know, I have a stepmother who quite often tells me that what I'm doing is basically a waste of space and I should have a proper career and should have gone to university and all sorts of stuff like that. And it took me a while to come to grips with that and go, well, okay, that's actually her perspective. That's how she sees things. That's got nothing to do with my experience of it. So remind yourself how other people see things is not based on you, but it's based on them. So this is saying focus on people who do get you. If you haven't got any in your life, now is a time to do something about that. The time of feeling alone or isolated is done. It's over. It's time to connect with real, genuine people who want what's best for you, who care for you and things like that. So, yeah, as much as this feels sensitive and vulnerable and hard, it's also bringing you to a new awareness and ready to take some new steps, which by Friday, Saturday and Sunday, you're well and truly doing. So we've got the 8 of Pentacles. And that is you're working at creating the life you want now. You know, you've reflected on what's not working. Sometimes we have to do that to figure out what we do want. You know, it's how we learn a lot of the time. And this is saying you're ready to take some steps, to take some action, to make things happen in your life so that you have got a sense of community and real people around you who are genuine, who are caring, and you might have to step out of your comfort zone to do that. One thing I used to notice when I travelled heaps and heaps, I used to travel with fairs and do readings in a different town every weekend for like 38 weeks of the year. It was pretty hard going, but I'd go to towns and people would come and see me, and there were all these beautiful spiritual people who were really quite alone and didn't realise there was anybody else who felt like that in the whole town. And it was really frustrating to me, and I tried to set up a Facebook page actually where they could connect with each other. It didn't quite work there, so, but it was essentially to try and get them to get in touch with each other, because it was like, hang on, that other person, how can I connect you, you know? You're so much on the same wavelength and feeling the same. So, you know, have a look around at what sort of interesting things are going on, whether it's an interest or a hobby or something you enjoy doing, or a meditation group, or even learning how to heal or do something that you feel is rewarding to you, that makes you feel good, learning photography, anything that gets you out, meeting some new creative, sensitive, caring people is the key, and you're ready to do it. So this weekend, get out there. Get out there, see who you can meet, stay open. If you're open, the universe will bring you people. No, they won't all be perfect, because nobody is, but they're going to be the right kind of people for you to connect with. So, yeah, this is what I'm seeing for row 3s. It's like there's a huge redesign of your life. That doesn't mean your whole life will turn upside down. But, you know, that aspect of your life, your support system is changing, and you're attracting some new people into your life who are going to be a better, stronger support system for you. But you also need to go out there and meet these people, because, yeah, there's hundreds of people out there who feel the same. Honestly, believe me, there is. So, yeah, very, very beautiful time also for creativity. So if there's something creative you want to get your teeth into, that you want to learn, that you want to do, go and do it. Go and learn it, do it, try it. You're going to connect with amazing people. You're going to have an amazing experience and a lot of joy and a lot of fun. But overall, what I feel for row 3s is there's a whole new beginning coming for you, with, like, your inner world's changed a lot and your outer world's going to transform to connect with that and to be in vibration with who you are now. Not who you were 10 years ago, who you are now. So, yeah, that doesn't mean you have to boot everybody in your life out. There'll just be a bit of a shift, you know. People who are good value in your life will stay, but you're also welcome in others. So big changes around you socially, also with work and with connections around that whole area of your life. You're going to make some good connections. So, yeah, the weekend's creative. It's wonderful. It's interesting. Have fun with it. Okay, so that was really quite a mixed bag. A lot of new moon energies in this reading, I feel, with that taking time out, reflecting, looking at what we really want and being honest with ourselves about where things are at now and what we might like to change. That's all very much a new moon energy. And then starting to release and rebuild and refocus on what we do want. So yeah, it looks awesome. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week. Take some time for you. Relax. It's okay. We're not human doings. We're human beings. Keep that in mind. Everybody needs some time to kick back and reflect and mentally catch up. Let yourself have some time for that around this time. Use your creativity, because that's powerful too. Lots and lots of love to you all, and see you all later. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Okay, thanks.